Well, me how guys, Brian here at 3TR, and I'm officially on vacation, and I'm currently in Taiwan. It feels kind of funny being outside the US for the first time, but I have a funny feeling I'm going to have a lot of fun adventures here. So, the first episode of the People's Questions, well, not really the first one, I guess, episode 271, and we got a pretty good episode with a few newbies, I'm pretty sure, especially from the first question. To jump right into it, the first question comes from Demetrius Puffer, I hope I said that right, and you want to know, do I think I will ever use any characters from the Kingdom Hearts series? Probably not, because we gotta start at the top with Sora. And listen, anyone who can beat the crap out of Sephiroth on 2 occasions can beat just about anyone in any other franchise. I mean, I openly consider Sephiroth from Kingdom Hearts way tougher than Sephiroth from Final Fantasy VII. So that's really the pinnacle of toughness. And even if you venture down, there are a lot of other characters that are pretty powerful. So chances are I probably won't be using any characters from Kingdom Hearts in my anwser series. The next question comes from Skeptic Scarpino, and you wanted to know, have I ever played the N64 game Perfect Dark? No, I've never actually played Perfect Dark, but I have heard of it. I know it's one of the more popular games that came out during that time, but I just never had a chance to play it. The next question comes from Tanuki Player, and you want to know, have I ever attempted to post an article on a gaming website? If so, did any editors approve of my article? Actually no. If any of you guys have any recommendations of gaming websites that I could post my articles or reviews on, because when I script my my game reviews, I always save them. So really, I have like 30 game reviews that I've saved for like over the past like 2 to 3 years, all just waiting to be uploaded. So yeah, if you have any recommendations, please let me know, and I'll be sure to see if I can get in contact with someone there. The next question comes from Matt Cruz, and you want to know, who is my favorite female in Mass Effect from the original 3? Probably Liara. I have a very high fascination with Asari, and Liara is more of like a, she's more of like a scientist or historian, and I'm a big history buff, so if she has just as much fascination of learning about the Protheans, then I have just as much interest of learning about the Asari. So it would definitely be Liara, and I think Liara was my primary love interest for my male shepherd in all 3 of my Mass Effect games, so yeah, definitely go for her. The next question coming from Abil, and you want to know, if I had the time to know a video game franchise and put said franchise in my anwser series, which would it be? If I had the time to add another franchise to my collection of franchises I'd like to stick with, if I had to pick one, I probably would like to know more about probably... It would have to be an RPG, so I would probably go with Persona. I really, after some time and after calming down with my initial reaction to Persona, Persona is a pretty interesting game. Just the concept of having these kind of monsters being able to come from your subconscious had kind of like a little Inception vibe for me, and I really enjoyed that. So yeah, if I actually had the time to really analyze someone, I would probably pick Persona. Probably Persona 5, since that's the newest one, the only one that I've played, but perhaps if I could actually find a way to play the other ones, then I would, but definitely Persona. The next question comes from Nibu. I hope I said that right. It's like Nibu Hiru. I'm pretty sure I got that right. And you want to know... Oh, sorry, that's not a question. I already answered that in the comment section. Sorry. Next question comes from JBat, and you want to know, have I ever thought about having another channel on YouTube? I've thought about it, but I'm not sure how I would manage that. I mean, the channel itself is 3 topics or viewer, and I know I'm guessing you're suggesting that I probably make a separate channel just for my Versus series. The problem is I'm trying to just keep everything contained in one area. And if I tried to divide it, I think that would just require more time in order to manage 2 channels, and I don't want to deal with that. And the last question coming from the Shroud, interesting name, and you want to know, you've been told to hold off buying Metal Gear Solid 5 for a while, but it looks kind of crappy, but you're getting desperate for a new game. Any chance of a review / buyer beware? Or maybe I have played it for myself and get out of my system. Okay, as a Metal Gear Solid fan myself, I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It was complete trash. Konami completely butchered that game. The story was completely the wrong story that they should have told, and it really, to me, I don't even view it as canon because it adds absolutely nothing to the story. I mean, I did a whole video talking about if they were going to do a Metal Gear Solid 5 and put it in that time zone, they simply need to explain the war between Big Boss and Zero. And if you know the major spoiler of the game, that's not at all what we get. Nothing in that game is relevant. The story that we should have been following happens off screen, and that's just a horrible idea, and it was a complete waste of a game. I mean, I don't give a damn how big and how open world you want to make your game. If your story, which has been the one focus of all of these games, it's never been the gameplay. It's never been the gameplay since day one. It's always been the story. And if your story is shitty, which to my knowledge, this is probably the first shitty Metal Gear Solid story, then your game will fail. And I absolutely hated that game. So, no. But if you're not a fan of Metal Gear and you're really curious, give it a try. But as a Metal Gear Solid fan myself, I could never recommend that game to anybody. And with that, those are all the questions you guys sent for this week. I'd like to thank all of you guys for sending your questions. And if you'd like me to answer any more for, I guess, sometime next week, probably before I leave, I think I'll be able to film one more episode while I'm here in Taiwan. Be sure to leave your comments in the comment section down below. And like always, I want to thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.